ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit.
What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another SH Figuarts action figure review on the Bandai Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts Spider-Man No Way Home movies integrated suit Spider-Man. Try to get your SH Figuarts figures, you can do so at big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below. Right down there, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And I think this looks pretty sweet. I could see cobweb pattern painted on the figure right over there. You can see a nice wraparound image in a very tiny little box right over here, but nice product shot right there on the side. On the back, you get a bunch more product shots, and then on this side, you can see a Spidey logo. There's Spider-Man. The window creeps up to the top right over here. Not much more at the bottoms. Let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's the integrated suit Spider-Man out of the packaging. And I usually don't try to copy poses from the back of the box, but hey, I thought this was a pretty cool pose. Anyway, we don't get that many accessories. Let's just get a closer look at those, and then we'll get a closer look at the figure. I'm not bummed out that we're not getting that many accessories, because the price point's lower on this figure than some other SH Figuarts Spideys I've bought, but you get fisted hands, web-grabbing hands, you get thwipping hands, and wall-crawling hands. I wish we had a zip-line web. We only get the two thwipping webs, or, the shooting webs right over here, which I cannot stand. I mean, they look okay. They're all translucent with a little bit of milky white in there. Kind of tough to see, but yeah, porting these onto the wrists, oh god, dude, it's very frustrating because you just don't get too much space over here as far as getting this all together. Watch, it'll work just fine on camera, and it did work just fine on camera, but I really did have a hard time with these earlier on. If you articulate it, it's just going to pop off. One cool thing about this, though, is that the web shooters, you can rotate them, and they won't come off super easily, so you don't have to worry about these falling off. And then with the web grabbing hand, it is just a little unfortunate that they have this big old blob at the end right here, because if you wanted to try to use this as a zipline web, it doesn't really work out so well. So I do like the integrated suit, and I love seeing the cobweb pattern here on this figure. However, I do feel like the frame of it doesn't really match. As we see this figure a little bit more, you'll see that it's got kind of a small frame compared to what I remember seeing in No Way Home. It just looks like it's just a little bit too young of a Spidey. But anyway, I do love seeing the texture detail. Again, I'll mention the cobweb pattern several times because I am happy to see it here on this, unlike the Marvel Legend, which does not do that anymore. That frustrates me. But yeah, the lenses look really good over here and everything. But again, it just has kind of too much of a younger look. Big gripe I have is this neck articulation. I really don't like how that works out. I got a lot of chewing going on over there. This keeps on popping off on me. Also, you cannot do a head swap because I have my Infinity War Peter Parker head sculpt around here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, you can see just the way these interchange. I was able to do it, but it just doesn't look right. And looking at the body from a little farther away, you can see it's a very small Spider-Man. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little bit too little, for this version of Spidey. The limbs are all really small and everything, but I do like how the gold came out, and the paint detail looks very good throughout, and you get some nice texturing here as well. You can see as you bend those joints back, it's thoroughly painted through. So it does look good aesthetics wise. One accessory I forgot to mention, and it's my least favorite accessory, is the back port. Now, it does not come with the stand. I was not able to get this out. I'm just still very frustrated with that because it does come with a picking tool, and the picking tool did not help. It's your basic standard issue situation where you plug this into the back of the figure right here, and I was eventually able to do it, but I had to use an X-Acto knife, which I don't like doing. Again, it's just frustrating that this picking tool that the figure came with just did not help, and it's this side that I tried to use, and it looks like you're supposed to try it from this side, and it just did not work out for me, so very frustrated. But yeah, I do like how everything is textured and painted very well on the figure. There is that. Again, the cobweb pattern looks great. Legs, I hate their hips. The SH Figuarts hips on the Spidey figures just always bother me. But, from here on down, looks pretty good. Looks pretty clean, except for this little detail. I know it's such a nitpick, but I hate it when the toes flare up a little bit. I call them banana boots when they do that. It just makes it always a little bit trickier for the figure to stand, even though that may look natural. You get some nice tread texturing right here on the bottom of the feet. So I mostly really do like the articulation on this figure, except with this whole neck thing going on right here. You can see that he will look up pretty far. Oh god, that looks horrible. You can move the head and neck down all the way right there, so he could be a sad Spider-Man. You can turn the head side to side. Great pivoting over here. Butterfly joints, or the shoulder joints, can shift up and down and move forward and back. You do get a little bit of space here, which aesthetically wise I don't like, but I do like that I can move the shoulders outward that much and in all the way. Rotate a full 360. We do get the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then the wrist turns side to side and can hinge up and down or horizontally depending on how you have that configured. You have the diaphragm joint side to side, a little bit of pivoting right there, not a whole lot. You can crunch forward that far and back that much. Waist joint barely turns side to side. You do get good waist pivoting though, I guess with both joints. You can see it pivots that much. Oh, and I did pop it off right there. You get a ball joint right there. So you can see with both joints, he'll only bend back that far, and with both joints, while there is some gapage, he will bend forward quite a bit. No drop down hips. I'm just so used to seeing that lately, but hips will move outward that far, and he can kick forward very far. It does splay outward a bit, will move back all the way as well. You do get the upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees, ankles will turn side to side, move down, move up. Beautiful ankle pivot, and we do get toe articulation. And to measure out this SH Figuarts Spidey, you can see that it is standing at about 5 3/4 inches tall. Then for your SH Figuarts Spider-Man figure comparison, you can see we have the homemade suit right here next to the tech suit from the Homecoming movie, and then we have the Infinity War Iron Spider. And yeah, the body framing over here looks too consistent throughout, right? He should be getting bigger. It looks like he got a little bigger over here, but then went back down again. I don't know. But regardless, these two should not look so similar in size. And for your integrated suit Spider-Man figure comparison, you can see the SH Figuarts version next to the Marvel Legends version. And I do like how he's a little bit wider in the shoulders and everything, a little bulkier, but yeah, the lack of cobweb pattern and this super vibrant red over here is just not doing it for me. Then for your multiverse Spider-Man comparison, you can see this Toy Biz superposable Tobey Maguire or Spider-Man number 2 figure next to the Spider-Man number 3 Mayfex Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie figure. And I was really hoping this SH Figuarts figure would fit in with these two, as Andrew Garfield is the tallest, and that looks okay with the Tobey over here. However, Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland are the same height, so this just didn't work out perfectly like I was hoping for, but I still had fun taking pictures of the three of these together. Then here's the SH Figuarts integrated suit Spider-Man next to the Toy Biz Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock movie figure, and yeah, without Doc Ock, we would not have this suit. I'm just trying to imagine, like, what would a brand like SH Figuarts do with a Doc Ock figure if they made one? Would they give us the bendy wire? Would they be able to make that happen? Would they give us all kinds of weird rough articulation like their weird capes from the past? I don't know. I'm curious to see. I mean, I would love to hear about all kinds of companies making Doc Ocks. That would be just really cool. Like, what would Mayfex do? I don't know. Then here's the integrated suit Spider-Man figure next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey, brother. Wow, kind of short for a Spider-Man, aren't you? I mean, cool looking suit and everything, but kind of little. Like, aren't you worried about getting bullied or anything, huh, little guy? Huh, little fella? Don't you worry about the big guys, but, So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love to the channel by simply clicking that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and a big thank you to everybody that supports this content and believes in what I do here on YouTube. If you're in a position to do so and you want to support on Patreon or membership, check it out, link down below. This figure was fun to play around with and fun to get into a whole bunch of poses, kinda. I gotta say, I am very frustrated with the figure. Like, the frame of it and everything bugs me the most, but I knew that going into it. I mostly picked this up for the aesthetics, which I am content with. I do like how the cobweb pattern looks. I like the colors on it for the most part. It's just the framing of it just bothers me a lot more than I was expecting to. I didn't expect to get that weird thing going on with that neck joint, and you know, the messed up plastic bothers me over there quite a bit. The whole thing with the web shooters, that really bothers me a lot. That makes it very tricky and just not very fun to pose around. Like, I just didn't really find myself enjoying posing the figure and getting it into a lot of poses because it's not really that fun to display, you know what I mean? But it's not awful. I still had some fun playing with it, but at the same time, definitely not a great figure in my point of view. But at the price point of around $65 for an SH Figuarts, I'm going to give this a Sud rating of
meh.
And it's meh, you know what I mean? It's not awful. It just doesn't have a lot of the cool stuff that I want to see. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. I just feel like it's not that great of a figure. However, there are still things that I enjoyed about it. So if you really loved this figure, I could understand that. But at the same time, I'm just personally disappointed in it. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you want to see a photo gallery of images in the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.